Hey guys, I went ahead and started cutting it, and I discovered that some of my layers didn't adhere very well because I got these clamps on there, and I put a couple screws right there. I just dabbed some more glue inside there and then screwed it down so that it closes real good. So as I'm waiting for that to dry, I went ahead and I took my extra Randall truck. I'll show it to you. Maybe not. Where is it? Here it is. So this is a Randall 150 truck. I plan on putting 180s on there, and I put a little center line mark on there, and then I just lined it up with my center line mark here. Oh, watch out! I'm gonna blow. So then I just lined it up with the center line mark there, center line over here, and traced around it with my marker. And then I took a little pilot drill bit, tiny one, about this size, and you start off with this drill bit, and then you get slightly bigger and slightly bigger. You know, another step up could be about that, and then you end up on about 9/64 or something like that, something small. You can take a piece of your hardware and just, you know, hold it up and check to see if it'll fit. And then, then I drilled the holes and drilled. Then with my templates are off just a hair. As you can see, like the template that I put in there is a little bit off when I traced it, but if you go with the center line, all you have to do is take your drill bit, and this drill bit is about exactly the length that I needed, and you just put it right on the center line, okay? And then you find your edge of your template there, and you go there and you make a little mark. And so let's say that I had to go here, I'd make a mark here, and then I'd find a drill bit that would fit in there perfectly from line to line. And starting off at this line, put a little mark, and then you put your end piece in there and you just drill it in there all the way through. A little trick is drill it down almost all the way through till this is poking out, flip the board over and drill it back the other way. So I took my jigsaw and I just shaved around the nose and the tail with my jigsaw. And my next thing with the jigsaw is I'm going to come and shave this out. With Randall trucks, this template doesn't quite fit. It's going to end up coming out a little bit more like right there, because this is not quite the right template. They're all different. Drop mount holes are all different. So then after I got it all cut out, and then I took care of fixing my nose and tail. They'll be fine. You just got to clamp them, let them dry again. And after that, I took my sander and I went around the outside. I'll show you that real quick as soon as I find my mask. It's over there. New mask. New mask. Mask. Okay. So then remember we had kind of a rough edge here, and I already sanded it once, but I'll sand it again just to show you. There's two ways to do it. You can either mount this to a table and then rotate your board on it, or you can hold the thing and sand it that way. I'm going to hold it. Okay, so then you sand it nice and smooth. And then the next thing, take a router, and these are for your gas pedals. This is how you make gas pedals. I already did it on this side. You can see I did about 2/3 of the board down. This is where my front foot will sit. This is where my back foot will go. And I think the tricky thing is I left a little marked spot there just in case I do end up sliding off. A little spot there, and I took a square, came across, so I can have the same spot over here. Over there. So go ahead and route that. Watch out for flying debris. Messy. Okay, so now we have perpendicular and 45-degree gas pedals. Pretty sweet, huh? So got that. And if it's not smooth, you can take your sander, belt sander, and just go after it again. I did a really good job, so I'll just leave that. And this has got to dry a little bit, and then we just about finished. I'm not even going to worry about these rails here. I like to have it this way. I'm thinking about turning it over and doing something for just something to grab onto for pre-drifting, but I don't think I need to. I think what I'll do is I'll just sand it with the sander, and that'll be it. I'm not even going to worry about finishing up nicely, at least not now. So all you gotta do is wait for this to dry a little bit and put the truck on. I'm really not worried too much about the nose or tail. Once you get the truck on, drop through mounting system, it's just going to sandwich it in there anyways. And if I have to, I'll just take some fiberglass resin, paint it on there real nice and thick, and then just sand it off smooth. I mean, it'll protect the nose too. So that's the deal here. It's almost done. I'm pretty excited. Alright, take a look at the board up and down a little bit. Just go like around the edge all the way down. Get down like almost level with it and go all the way down. I'll turn it over quick.